The Chief Election Commissioner Sikandar Sultan Raja has affirmed the Election Commission of Pakistan's readiness for the upcoming polls on February 8. In response to recent attacks on election offices and rallies in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, CEC Raja emphasized a zero-tolerance policy towards those disrupting law and order, with strict enforcement by law enforcement agencies and the Pakistan Army. Despite security concerns, the electoral process will proceed without interruption, as stated by the CEC during a high-level meeting attended by intelligence officials and the caretaker Interior Minister. Reassuring the public, the ECP emphasized that elections will be conducted as scheduled with no room for doubt. The U.S. State Department strongly condemned the violence at election rallies in Pakistan, emphasizing that such incidents undermine the electoral process. Following the bomb explosion at a PTI rally in Sibbi, which claimed 10 lives, the department expressed deepest sympathies and asserted the Pakistani people's right to choose their leaders without fear.
Extend our deepest sympathies to those affected by the attack on the PTI party rally in Pakistan. We believe in the resilience of the Pakistani people and their ability to recover. This attack is one of many we have seen in the last month against multiple parties across Pakistan. The Election Commission itself has come under attack in several places. We strongly condemn any violence which undermines the electoral process. The Pakistani people have the right to choose their leader without fear or reprisal or violence.
Despite acknowledging areas for improvement in Pakistan's governance and human rights record, the US refrained from commenting specifically on recent legal proceedings involving Imran Khan. Yoav Gallant, Israel's defense minister, slammed UNRWA, the UN's Palestinian refugee agency, calling it Hamas with a facelift. He alleged that funds from various countries have been channeled through UNRWA to bolster terrorist infrastructure and pay terrorists. The statement, reported by Al Jazeera, comes from a meeting with a visiting delegation of ambassadors to the United Nations, led by Israel's ambassador to the UN, Gilad Erdan. However, details about the meeting's location and the international members of the delegation were not disclosed by the Defense Ministry. According to Reuters report, the UN trade body UNCTAD warns that Gaza's economy may take decades to recover from conflict-induced setbacks. With a 24% GDP contraction and a 26.1% drop in GDP per capita in 2023 alone, immediate cessation of hostilities would still see Gaza's economy reaching pre-conflict levels by the end of this century. Even with reconstruction efforts beginning promptly and assuming a growth trend of 0.4% annually from 2007 to 2022, Gaza may only regain its pre-conflict GDP by 2092. Under an optimistic scenario of 10% annual GDP growth, it would still take until 2035 for Gaza's GDP per capita to match 2006 levels before Israel imposed a permanent blockade in 2007. This blockade, justified by security concerns, has severely hampered Gaza's economic prospects, prolonging the recovery process and exacerbating the challenges faced by its population.